Fans, welcome back to the 2021 Western Washington University Invitational. Game number 2 features the Sonoma State Seawolves as they take on the Central Washington Wildcats. We did the national anthem prior to game number 1, so we are going to move directly into our team lineups. Fans, our visiting team this afternoon is the Sonoma State Seawolves. Today's lineup is announced by their head coach, Bear Grassel. Coach Grassel is assisted by Michaela Eben. First, the non-starters. Let's welcome to the court number 1, Kaylee Spooner. Number 5, Megan Trottier. Number 7, Dylan Copeland. Number 8, Emily Hernandez. Number 10, Brina Slayton. Number 13, Jessie Hobbs. Number 22, Brooklyn Jackson. And number 24, Angel Gamboa. Now for the starting lineup. Fans, let's welcome number 4, Emily Eaton. Number 6, Kiana Richardson. Number 11, Jaden Christ. Number 16, Jennifer Treffin. Number 17, Amy Treffin. And number 18, Leilani Hallman. The libero is number 2, Riley Bama. Fans, the Sonoma State Seawolves. Now for the home team lineup, the Central Washington Wildcats is announced by their head coach, Mario Andaya. Coach Andaya is assisted by Lauren Herseth. First, the non-starters. Let's welcome number 6, Kayla Skipworth. Number 9, Analia Vasquez. Number 11, Alyssa Smith. Number 14, Shaughnessy Fisk. Number 16, Emma Daoud Hebert. Number 18, Marianna Payne. And number 21, Lainey Erickson. Now for our starting lineup. Welcome number 1, Tia Andaya. Number 2, Sydney Rensburg. Number 8, Mackenzie Bork. Number 10, Kylie Yamashita. Number 12, Leanna Szymanski. Number 19, Ashley Kaufman. And the libero, number 13, Hannah Stiers. Ladies and gentlemen, the Central Washington Wildcats. Fans, this is game number 2. Let's play some volleyball.
And welcome back, everyone, to WECU Court on the campus of Western Washington University for the 2021 WWU Invitational here in Bellingham, Washington. I'm Sean Church alongside Ben Bagley. Day number 2 of the tournament here, match number 2 of the day. We've had a very exciting tournament and especially a very exciting first match of the day here. Earlier on, Metro State took on Chaminade in a classic match that saw Chaminade win in 5 sets. We're getting ready to see Sonoma State face Central Washington here. And Central Washington coming off of a match yesterday taking Metro State the 5 sets. Sonoma State losing both their matches yesterday, looking pretty good, a little sloppy at times, but definitely a competitive team. This should be a good match, Ben.
Yeah, Central in that last one really took it to the number 11 ranked MSU Denver Roadrunners. You mentioned going to 5. Sonoma State, in the first 2 games so far, they were outblocked and they hit under 100 in both games, looking for a little bit better offense and a little bit better defense. I'm pretty excited for this game. Sonoma State takes the lead here, getting the first point of the match. They play a very, they're a very tricky offense. Not a lot of power at times certainly, but they like to get the ball across in very creative ways. And Central just has a very stingy defense. Not a lot of power on their side either. Just very, very clever offense from Sonoma State. Very clever defense from Central. So it should be a very fun tactical volleyball game here.
And Sonoma State up 2-0 early. And that first kill of the match for Sonoma State was Kiana Richardson. Richardson had a fantastic match against Western yesterday. And on the attack. And the Wildcats are now on the board. Leanna Szymanski with the kill. Wildcats now down 1. And Szymanski's going to serve.
You mentioned Kiana Richardson for the Seawolves against Western yesterday, had 17 kills in that 3-1 loss.
And that's good timing on the play. They're going to count that as a block. Looked like it didn't go over the net, but nonetheless, on the way, Tia Ndaya on the attack gets it blocked. And on that one, it looks like that block was put away by Mackenzie Bork and Kylie Yamashita.
Kylie Yamashita had 3 block assists in their game yesterday against MSU Denver, their only game so far of the tournament.
And Szymanski on the serve, but Richardson gets another kill. She is responsible for 2 out of the first 3 points for Sonoma State. We'll see that number 8, Mackenzie Bork, is on the court for Central Washington. She did not play yesterday in the match against Metro State, but she is starting today.
Kiana Richardson had the kill on that last one. She leads the team, came into this one with 21 kills.
And number 18, Leilani Hallman with the block. And Sonoma State is now up 4-2.
Leilani Hallman had 3 kills in the game last night against Western Washington. In 12 total attacks, she hit 250.
And on the serve here, on the attack, Ndaya, and she's going to get her first kill of the match. We mentioned yesterday Tia Ndaya, the daughter of Coach Mario Ndaya. She is the transfer from Gonzaga last year, and Ben, you had mentioned yesterday she was a WCC honorable mention.
Yeah, and she had a triple-double in the game last night. She had 10 kills, 22 assists, and 12 digs. Central tying it up here. Yeah, keep an eye on Tia Ndaya, number 1. She's about to go back to serve. She was a setter at Gonzaga. She had 699 assists last season, as you mentioned, in all WCC. That's West Coast Conference honorable mention. Of course, that's Division I. Here she is competing in Division II now, ready to tear up this level of competition.
And that was a great serve by Ndaya, but that was a fantastic job. It looks like that was a great job by Jennifer Treffin to set that in between dig attempt by Treffin. My apologies, Ben, on that one, but it was an in-between one. It looked like it was kind of in the midway of the body, and she got it up there. She got the assist, and Sonoma State is now up 5-4.
Just going to mention Jennifer Treffin leading this team. Came into this game 35 assists over their first 2 matches.
And on the attack across, we got Marianna Payne. Payne had a great match yesterday also against Metro State. But on the attack, Emily Eaton gets the kill. Sonoma State now up 6-4.
That's back-to-back kills by Emily Eaton. Second on this team behind Kiana Richardson in kills. Quick break in the action here.
And it looks like they are making...
Looks like there might have been some an earring left in.
Marianna Payne taking out her earring. She's back on the court and serving for Sonoma State. We got Bryna Slayton. Bryna Slayton, the freshman from Bakersfield, California, Liberty High School. One of the many underclassmen that are partaking in this tournament for all 5 teams. And that's a good serve. Right there on the attack. It's Kaufman. And then a good job by Central Washington on the defensive end. Payne tries to tap it over, but it looks like she mistimed her jump, and she hits it wide. So that's going to be a point for Sonoma State. They're up 7-4.
Marianna Payne, number 18, missing on her first attack. That's her first error. In the game yesterday against MSU Denver Roadrunners, she had 17 kills, 37 total attacks, hitting percentage of .324.
And too much behind that serve for Slayton. She hits it long. That's a service error. And Central Washington now down by 2 as it looks like Lainey Erickson is in the game to serve. She replaced, looks like she replaced Mackenzie Bork. And on the attack, that's a great block by Central Washington. That was Payne and Yamashita, and I believe they're going to get credited for that block because it did not come back over the net. And Central Washington with 2 straight points.
Yeah, Marianna Payne, one of the best blockers on this team. Last season, she led the team with 15 blocks in the shortened COVID season.
Erickson again, as that one goes long, and that was a good eye by Sonoma State. Megan Trottier, she looked like she was about to try to dig it, and at the last minute let it go, and that was a good move.
Now, service error for both teams now in this first set. Each team has 1 service error. Sonoma State has 1 ace.
And number 11, Jaden Christ on the attack. Actually, on the serve, rather. But on the attack, looks like they're asking for a deflection, and they're going to get it. Emily Eaton on the kill. She gets the deflection. Sonoma State up 9-6.
Emily Eaton had 10 kills last night against the Vikings. She was second on the team behind Kiana Richardson. And there is the second service error of the game for the Seawolves.
And Jaden Christ with the service error. Hannah Stiers, the libero, is going to serve for the Wildcats. Seawolves on the attack. Gets it through. Jessie Hobbs. It's through the wall there of blockers. And Sonoma State now up 10-7 as Richardson comes back in the match for the Seawolves.
Kill by Jessie Hobbs, her first of the game. First attack, hitting 1,000.
Riley Bama is serving now for the Seawolves. And Szymanski puts it away. Good body control by the senior.
Szymanski, the 5th-year senior, one of the most vocal leaders on this team. Every time they're in the huddle, she's right there in the mix of it. Really acts like another coach on the court. She has 2 kills and 2 attacks, hitting 1,000.
And Sydney Remsburg, the sophomore from Yakima, with the serve for the Wildcats as Richardson is on the attack. It deflects, but Remsburg is right there. Stiers over to Ndaya, and that one is dug out, but all the way back to Kaufman, who puts it away. Great job by Ashley Kaufman, the sophomore, to time it perfectly, and she gets the kill. Wildcats only down by 1 now.
Back in 2019, the last full season, Ashley Kaufman had 280 kills, 2.5 per set. She was also second on the team with 332 digs, almost 3 per set.
And Remsburg almost has a service error, but is actually hit by Sonoma State, but that is set into the corner. And it looks like that was Jessie Hobbs with the kill. Fantastic placement by Hobbs. And the Seawolves now lead by 2.
Yeah, Hobbs really just set it into the open spot in the defense, finding the soft spot, getting it there.
Treffin with the serve. And Ndaya on the attack. And it looks like she wants it back. And that one gets blocked again. Let's see if it happens for a 3rd time. And it's dumped over by Remsburg. That was actually a good play by Remsburg, but well defended. Kaufman on the attack. And that one is dug up by Richardson on the other side. And Ndaya is going to have her 3rd attack of the rally. And again, it's controlled. And it looks like they're asking for deflection, Sonoma State, but they're not going to get it. So Central Washington outlasts Sonoma State in that rally, and they're down by 1.
This is what we're going to see a lot of. I like that we're seeing more power attacks from each side, but Central, really stingy defense. Pretty hard to get the ball to hit the ground on the opponent's side of the court when you're playing Central. Sonoma State showing off stingy defense as well. We're going to see a lot of long rallies in this one.
An unfortunate attack error by Szymanski. She knew what she was going to try to do, but looked like she mistimed it. Hit it off the net, went out of bounds. So Sonoma State gets the point, and they're going to serve.
Yeah, with stingy defenses like this, it's not uncommon to see most of the points coming via errors rather than strong kills, just because both teams, they don't allow a whole lot of kills.
And on the serve here, Stiers over to Remsburg, and Bork is back in the match for Central Washington. Dug out by Kaufman. Remsburg over to Ndaya. That one dug out by Bama. Cross court to Richardson. That looks like that was blocked and then hit underneath the net. So great job by Central Washington. And we'll see what that block was, who that block was credited to.
Looks like Szymanski and Borek teaming up for the block there, blocking Kiana Richardson. Richardson now 2 kills, 3 attacking errors. Hitting percentage of negative 143. Reminder, she had 17 kills in the game against Western last night.
And Skipworth comes in for Szymanski. That one dug out by Kaufman. Remsburg over the Andaya, tries that weird angle, and it looked like she knew what she was doing. She just didn't execute it, and Sonoma State is up 13-11.
Yeah, sneaky angle there from Andaya. Trying to really cut it short. About as tight of an angle as she could have gotten. She did get it over the net, got the angle just too far.
Remsburg over to Yamashita, and Yamashita puts it away.
That one was easy for Yamashita. Put right in her breadbasket by Sydney Remsburg, and she deposited it in the back line of that Sonoma State defense.
And Tia Andaya on the serve. Good serve is right in the middle of the court. As that one is mishit by Emily Eaton. And Treffin gave her a pretty good set, but nonetheless, attack air by Eaton, and Andaya is going to serve again. We are tied here at 13.
Sonoma State had 38 attacking errors against the Vikings last night. There's an ace from Tia Andaya. Central taking the lead. And we are going to have a timeout here from Bellingham in set number 1. Central takes the lead 14-13. We will be right back after a minute.
And welcome back to WECU Court for the 2021 WWU Invitational. Match number 2 of the day. Central Washington facing off against Sonoma State. And we're in set number 1, and it is as even as it can be here, or almost as even as it can be. I guess it could be tied, but Central Washington is up 14-13. Ben, this is exactly how the volleyball tournament has gone thus far. Incredibly close matches. Great volleyball by both teams. Sometimes sloppy because it's the beginning of the season, but nonetheless, we are seeing 5 of some of the best teams in the nation here.
Yeah, 5 great teams, and it really felt like any of these teams could beat any other team on a given day. We haven't seen, one team just come in and dominate everybody. Each game has been really close, and it's very competitive.
And looks like they're going to get Sonoma State with the carry. So 2 straight points coming off of a Sonoma State timeout. So Central, with all the momentum here, up 16-13. And the thing about it, Ben, and what we've realized too, going to Western Washington, of course, Western Washington is a very well-known program, but the GNAC in general, and also the CCAA, definitely suffers from being a part of the West Coast. So we do not necessarily see the votes that other squads around the nation get for volleyball. But when I say 5 of the best teams in the nation, or some of the best teams in the nation, we definitely mean it, because all of them could be in the top 30 and maybe even the top 25.
Yeah, each of these teams in this invitational certainly have a chance of making this NCAA tournament, the West Regional. And both of these teams, you talk about the CCAA, where Sonoma State competes. And there's a nice block. Central getting on the board, up by 5 now. The CCAA is a team by the name of Cal State San Bernardino. It's a pretty darn good team. We're going to keep it here at this timeout, just because I want to talk about Cal State Bernardino for a bit.
Go ahead.
5-point lead for Central going into this timeout. So Cal State Bernardino, they're 2019 national champions. They're one of 4 teams who has made the NCAA tournament 20 years in a row. They're also the 4-time defending champions of the CCAA. The last time they were not defending were not champions was in 2015 when the champions were the Sonoma State Seawolves. So of course the Seawolves are very familiar with Cal State Bernardino. I'm not sure if I mentioned, ranked number 2 in the country this year. And Central has a little bit of history with them as well. Central made the NCAA tournament in the West Regionals in 2019. However, they were bounced by the number 1 seed, Cal State San Bernardino. So both of these teams may be a common rival in the very good team down in Cal State. They've been dominating the CCAA, one of the best teams in collegiate volleyball. Central, as I mentioned, over the course of these couple broadcasts, has received some votes for the AVCA, American Volleyball Coaches Association, top 25. They received 10 top 25 votes. Alaska Anchorage, another GNAC team, received 114 first top 25 votes. And of course, the Western Washington Vikings are ranked number 14 in the country.
And 3 out of 5 of these teams were a part of the 2018 regional tournament here at WECU Court. Got Western Washington, Central Washington, and we just saw Chaminade beat Metro State University Denver. They were also a part of that tournament as well. And Metro State was not a part of that tournament because they're not in that region. They're in their own regional tournament. And like you mentioned, they've made it for 20 straight years, just like Cal State San Bernardino. And Sonoma State winning the CCAA a few years ago shows that their program's incredibly good as well.
Yeah, Sonoma State, as Central gets another point, they're growing their lead now to 7, taking over this first set. Sonoma State made the West Regional Tournament back in 2014. Head coach Bear Grassel is in his 20th season. They made the NCAA tournament from 2008 to 2015, and again in 2017. Brief rebuild here for Sonoma State over the past couple of years, losing some key seniors. 0-2 here on the young season.
And Ndaya is going to serve for Central. Central has been on a run here. And ever since the timeout, they've actually gone on about, I believe, what is it right now, Ben? What is the run that we have?
Let's see, it was 13-11 Sonoma State. So it is now a 10-0 run.
10-0 run.
By the Central Washington Wildcats.
And not to mention the fact that Sonoma State took a timeout in the middle of that, and Central Washington picked up right where they left off.
Just missing there. Central looked like they wanted a touch on the Seawolves, did not get it. So that snaps the 10-0 run. Central still with a big 7-point lead here in the first set. Central, we mentioned they went 5 sets against MSU Denver yesterday. They actually won the first set 25-22, lost the next 2, won the 4th, dropped the 5th.
And that was a great job by Central, as Sonoma State has another service error by Slayton. But that was a great job by Central yesterday to come back and win that 4th set, because they started with the momentum, but then Metro State kind of took over for a couple sets. They were definitely in those sets, but the 4th set, Central forced it to a 5th set where Metro State took the match in 5, and then they took Chaminade the 5 sets, where Chaminade came out on top earlier today. As that is a great block by Sonoma State. That was by Jesse Hobbs combined with Brooklyn Jackson. And Sonoma State now down by 7.
Keep your eye on Jesse Hobbs, especially when she teams up with Brianna Slayton. Jesse Hobbs really good at those fast attacks. We're going to see a couple of those. We haven't seen one yet. Keep an eye on that.
And that one's in. And Mario Ndaya is not very happy. He says that one was definitely out. He even shows how far it was out with his hand.
Yeah, and he has a pretty good look at it there. He and his assistant coach is standing right on the baseline. Again, no instant replay in this invitational. That certainly would have been one he would want to review.
But Jackson was the one with the ace. But then Central Washington bounces back with a kill of their own, and they are 2 points away from taking this first set.
A great kill there by Marianna Payne. They call that one ball don't lie. They lost the point in the last one. Marianna Payne immediately spiked it straight down.
And a good bounce back by Jesse Hobbs, the junior from Stockton, California, Lincoln High School. Sonoma State now down 6. And Sonoma State definitely capable of coming back here in this first set. Central Washington trying to take it here in the next couple points. And Daya with the set, Kaufman, and it looks like that was a fantastic dig to go over the net and hit the line. That one was definitely in.
Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, huh? A big kill attempt, an attack by Central, dug out by Riley Bama, and just fell right on the back line of Central.
Bama also serving here as that one is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. So Central they are serving for the set point here. And it looks like the server's going to be Sydney Rensburg.
Pardon me, the kill there by Marianna Payne from Tia and Daya. Payne leads with 5 kills, and Daya leads with 6 assists.
And Rensburg with the serve, midway serve. Hobbs. Rensburg over to Szymanski, and that one is blocked by Hobbs. And that was Erickson on the attack for Central. Somehow, some way, they kept it alive, and that is a great hustle by Sonoma State to keep this set alive. They are at set point as Kaufman goes for the attack, and that one is dug out but goes into the stands, and that's how this set is going to end. Central Washington takes the first set, 25-18. When we come back, set number 2. So Central Washington winning this set 25-18. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the 2021 WWU Invitational here in Bellingham, Washington. Match number 2 of the day. Central Washington taking the first set over Sonoma State, 25-18. Ben, let's go over some brief stats here.
Central Washington being led by Marianna Payne. 5 kills, 10 total attacks, just 1 attack error. She's hitting .400. Central Washington is hitting .200 as a team. Sonoma State hitting under 100, .061. In each of their first 2 matches, they hit under 100 again. Here in this one, they have 9 kills, 7 attack errors. looking to turn that around. 4 total blocks for Central, 2 total blocks for Sonoma State. Central with a very good 61 side-out percentage. That means they scored a point on 61% of Sonoma State's serves, 11 of 18. Central winning that first set, 25-18. Central has now won 3 sets here in this Invitational, dropped 3 sets. They went 3-2 against MSU Denver yesterday.
And Treffin is going to serve. On the attack, and Daya gets it blocked. And a great job by Remsburg to keep this play alive. And the other Treffin gets it pancaked by, looks like that was by Hines. And Treffin hits it into the net. So great job by, actually I said Hines, that was by Hannah Stiers rather, was the one with the pancake. And Amy Treffin was the one who hit it into the net. So Central Washington up 1-0 as Szymanski's going to serve.
Amy Treffin was on that last attack by Sonoma State that went into the net. We've seen that a lot, just a little bit sloppy over these first 3 matches.
And that is good hustle by Richardson, but nonetheless, Central Washington with the 2-0 lead here in set number 2, and Szymanski's going to serve once more. Szymanski, the 5th-year senior out of Kennewick, Washington. And Richardson on the attack, and that is dug out by Kaufman. Remsburg over to Ndaya. Richardson right there to dig it out. Treffin knocked over by Hallman on the attack, and then Bork tries to get it. That is dug out by Jackson. Treffin to her sister, and that's dug out by Kaufman. Remsburg over to Ndaya, who tries to tap it over, and that is dug out by Bema. Treffin over the Hallman. And that's how this rally is going to end. Sonoma State gets the point. Leilani Holman, I believe, with the kill.
First kill for Holman in her first 7 attacks.
Amy Treffin on the serve, but Bork gets the kill. Bork is now on the board for Central Washington. Mackenzie Bork is the redshirt freshman from Eugene, Oregon.
Borek, first kill for her. Marianna Payne still leading the way with 5 for Central, and 4 players have 2 kills.
And Ndaya is going to serve, and she has a service error here. Right into the net. Central Washington up 3-2.
Both teams now with 2 service aces and 3 service errors in the match.
And coming in for Richardson is Emily Eaton, and serving for Sonoma State is Riley Bema. Kaufman and Ndaya over the Bork, and that's a good dig by Treffin as Bema gets it to Eaton and dug out by Stiers. Ndaya with the assist almost to Payne, and that's good defense by Sonoma State. Stiers over the Kaufman, and again, good defense. Jackson gets it deflected, and Ndaya right there. Stiers over to Kaufman once more, and that dug out by Bema. Treffin gets it over to Hallman, and Hallman puts it away. Another crazy rally here, Ben. And in this second set, we've already seen a couple rallies that probably lasted at least over a minute.
Yeah, and we're going to see this quite a bit. It's really going to come down to which team makes fewer mistakes. Both of these 2 teams are very, very good at returning the ball. So it's all going to be about which team, they keep returning. Who's going to make that first mistake? Right now, Sonoma State has 8 attacking errors. Central has 5, giving the Wildcats a slight edge.
Bema with the serve. Ndaya over the Payne. And a great job by Marianna Payne. She looked like she had lost her balance a little bit, tried to get it in the court, in between the antennas, I guess you should say. And she did a great job. Jackson for Sonoma State timed it perfectly, but Payne comes out on top. Central Washington up 4-3.
Payne with 17 kills yesterday, over 3 per set. She already has 6 here.
And Eaton on the attack. That one was blocked by Yamashita. And that one is dug out by Erickson. And Ndaya over to Kaufman, and that is dug out by Bema. Jackson just has to tap it over, but it looks like Jackson unfortunately touches the net. So Central Washington is up 5-3.
2 kills, 2 attack errors for the Seawolves here in the second set. 3 kills, no errors for the Wildcats.
And Lainey Erickson, the sophomore, with the serve. Jackson comes out of nowhere, deflected by Yamashita, and Andaya Stiers. And that one is blocked by Sonoma State, but it goes out of bounds. So Central Washington now up 6-3.
Kill there by Ashley Kaufman. Kaufman has 3 assists from Tia Andaya, her 8th. Andaya, 2 kills, 8 assists, 6 digs, always a triple-double threat.
And Erickson with another good serve. Treffin over the Jackson as that one is blocked, but it goes through. Good timing by Yamashita, but Jackson gets a kill on that play, and Sonoma State now down by 2.
Marianna Jackson, her first kill of this game. Excuse me, Brooklyn Jackson, apologies.
And on the attack, we got Slayton here. And Daya over the Kaufman, and that one goes wide. So 2 straight points for Sonoma State. They trail by 1.
So far in this set, Central has led throughout.
And Slayton serves again, and Kaufman looks like it went off her shoulder. The give and go, tries to tap it over. Eaton right there. A little bit of miscommunication as Jackson taps it over. Kaufman again taps it over. Eaton again right there. Slayton to Jackson, and she gets the kill. So 3 straight points by Sonoma State. They tie this thing up at 6.
Brooklyn Jackson, 2 kills in the last 3 points. Against Western last night, she only played 1 set, had 1 kill and 7 total attacks, also 3 attacking errors.
And Slayton gets the ace. So Sonoma State now up 7-6 here in the second set.
Third ace of the day for the Seawolves, first from Brianna Slayton. Seawolves taking their first lead of this second set.
And another good serve by Slayton, and Daya over the Payne, and Payne puts it away. And it looked like Riley Bama was in good position, but just too much power by the freshman from Camas, Washington. Central Washington ties it at 7.
Marianna Payne, a second-year freshman. She averaged 1.78 kills per set last year, already better this year.
And a great dig by Stiers on the dump attempt. And it looks like they're gonna get Slayton with the double hit. And so 2 straight points by Central Washington. And on that play, that was a fantastic dig by Hannah Stiers. Stiers, a freshman from 9 Miles Falls, Washington. She is the libero.
Stiers had some really good defensive plays in this invitational. She had that pancake earlier in the first set.
Good right-handed serve by the freshman. Jackson on the attack as that one goes wide. So another point for Central Washington, 3 straight points. And coming in for Sonoma State, we have Angel Gamboa to replace Brooklyn Jackson. And Angel Gamboa is a junior.
I believe that last point was actually to Sonoma State. That was called in. It should be 8-8 right now. There's your scoreboard should be corrected.
My apologies on that one. It looked like it went out, but they end up calling that one in. So just like that, Sonoma State now leads 9-8.
Back-to-back points for the Seawolves. A kill by Brooklyn Jackson, an attack error on Central.
Looks like they're going to get Andaya for, I believe, running into the net, because the net is shaking right now.
Looked clean to me. She kind of placed the ball on top of the net, but they are going to give the attack error to Andaya.
And Gamboa's going to serve once more with Sonoma State up by 2. Payne with the attack, but that one was blocked by Eaton. And looks like that was Hobbs, but Central Washington gets the point here. They trail by 1.
That was Brianna Slayton trying to dig that one out. She almost caught the ball almost a double hit, and it ended up going awry anyways. Central now with an opportunity to tie it back up.
And Remsburg with the serve, deep serve. Slayton gets it over the Hobbs, and that was great timing by Sonoma State. Slayton set it while Hobbs was already in the air, and Hobbs found a spot on the court, put it there. Sonoma State up by 2.
We mentioned that earlier. Watch out for the kills from Jesse Hobbs. Those fast attacks. Assist from Brianna Slayton, fast attack to Jesse Hobbs. We saw them try that, I believe it was 4 times against the Vikings last night. It was successful 3 of those times. Watch for Jesse Hobbs to be in the air before the ball is even set. Brianna Slayton does a really good job of putting it right in her breadbasket so she can slam it home. That's the first time we've seen that in this match. Maybe we'll see it 3 to 5 more times. It's always fun when they pull it out.
Emily Eaton with the serve. Great serve as Kaufman digs it, but it goes right back over to net as Hobbs tries to find a spot on the court. Remsburg over to Szymanski, and Szymanski puts it away, so Central Washington now down by 1.
Really strong kill there from their 5th-year senior leader. There's no, I don't say that with any sort of disrespect. I'm a 5th-year senior myself. More power to Szymanski.
And Kaufman hits it into the net. I was also a 5th-year senior as well.
That's the way to do it. As long as I can keep broadcasting Western volleyball games, I may never try and graduate.
Well, you could also continue like myself. Graduated in 2015, still here today and loving broadcasting with you, Ben, and just broadcasting in general. These tournaments are incredibly fun, and Sonoma State has the lead. It's now by 3, 13 to 10, and they're going to serve.
Sonoma State looks like we'll be calling a timeout. Leading by 3, 13 to 10 here in set number 2. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come right back to you.
And welcome back to the 2021 WWU Invitational. Sonoma State taking on Central Washington. We're in the second set. Central Washington won the first set 25 to 18. But in the second set here, Sonoma State leads by 3, 13 to 10, and serving. Treffin sends it to Treffin. So it looks like that was Jennifer Treffin setting it to Amy Treffin, which would make sense because Jennifer Treffin is a setter, and Amy Treffin is an outside hitter, and Jennifer Treffin is serving.
Jennifer Treffin, team leader in assists last year and this year.
Great job by Remsburg to keep that one alive, and Bork puts it away.
So Sonoma State, in their first 2 matches, they lost 3-0, and then they lost 3-1, so they've won 1 set here this weekend. A 14-11 lead here in set number 2. Central, of course, as we mentioned, 3-2 defeat yesterday against MSU Denver.
And a great timing play on that one. Hallman gets the assist. Actually, sorry, Hallman gets the kill. Treffin gets the assist, Jennifer Treffin. Brooklyn Jackson comes back in the match for Angel Gamboa. And Sonoma State is up 15-11 here.
Yeah, keep your eye on Jennifer Treffin, number 16. She's had some really nice sets over this brief run.
Remsburg over the Yamashita, and that one is dug out by Treffin.
Another great one. The fast attack again. That was Jennifer Treffin. My goodness, what a set. Put it right there. That was Leilani Hallman again. Back-to-back Treffin to Hallman.
And we have seen that today, Ben, and those timing plays. We've seen that Treffin to Hallman combination. As Central Washington bounces back with a point of their own, they now trail by 4, and looks like Andaya is going to serve.
Yeah, we've seen Treffin to Hallman, and we've seen Slayton to Hobbs. Slayton has 8 assists, Hobbs has 4 kills. Treffin 10 assists, Hallman 4 kills. So those two separate duos, almost. Brianna Slayton, the setter, loves to set it to Jesse Hobbs in the fast attack. Treffin loves to set it to Hallman on the fast attack.
And Andaya with a good serve as Richardson tries to put too much on it. And again, no deflection. Definitely did not look like it from this angle. You might as well try.
Yeah, Kiana Richardson, I think her eyes were a bit too big for her stomach there. Got really excited and just pumped it too far.
And that's a good serve as that one is bumped right back to him. On the attack, Payne puts it wide. Unfortunate break for Central Washington on the attack air. Sonoma State up by 4 as Richardson comes out of the game. Emily Eaton back in.
So back-to-back errors from two of the best offensive players on each team. Kiana Richardson for the Seawolves, Marianna Payne for the Wildcats.
And Daya the Yamashita, and Yamashita puts it away.
Yamashita looking really good early on. Her 3rd kill. She's hitting 400. Just 5 attacks, but she's making them count.
I was going to mention that, Ben. It seems like she has not had a ton of attacks, but she has taken advantage of the ones she's had.
Yeah, the Wildcats right now have 3 players hitting over 400. Borik's hitting 429, Yamashita and Szymanski each hitting 400.
And that's another good serve by Erickson as the dig comes right back at it, but it looks like Brooklyn Jackson sends it back. She gets the block.
Ashley Kaufman coming in with power there, ended up working against her. She hit that ball so darn hard, it was blocked. Because she hit it so hard, it was blocked straight back into the ground. Seawolves now with a 4-point lead, 18-14.
And Slayton is going to serve it here, and that's a good serve by Slayton. And that was a mess up by Andaya. Looks like she double hit it, maybe slipped off her hands. But Sonoma State now up 19-14.
Yeah, T.I. Andaya, that ball quite literally slipped through her hands. She has 11 assists. That was her first ball handling error of the match.
And Slayton with another hard serve as Payne goes on the attack right in the middle of the court. But Treffin with the dig. And Sonoma State with the point here, and that looks like that was Emily Eaton with the kill. We're going to go to a break here. Sonoma State leads 20-14 in the second set. Central Washington leads 1-0. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the 2021 WWU Invitational here. Start of the season, second match of day number 2. Central leads 1-0, but in this second set, Sonoma State leads 20-14 before Coach Mario Andaya called a timeout. But out of the timeout, it looks like Sonoma State will get a point The Wildcats looked like they were blocking it and it went out of bounds, and Slayton's going to serve once more.
Killed by Jesse Hobbs from Brianna Slayton. That's one of the combinations we've talked about over and over.
Then Slayton with another hard serve, and it knocks over Erickson. And Stiers just has to set it over. Pretty good placement by Stiers, but Eaton puts it away. And Sonoma State has all of the momentum here, trying to take this second set.
Eaton with her 5th kill. She came into this match 2nd in kills behind Kiana Richardson on the season. And now Eaton is actually the team leader in kills on the season with 26.
And in this tournament, Slayton might be serving it harder than I've seen in this tournament.
Yeah, she's definitely picked it up as we've gone along.
Little out-of-system play as Hobbs gets it to Jackson, and that's a good dig by Erickson, and Kaufman hits it long.
Yeah, speaking of another player who started to turn it on, that one did go long, so a point for the Seawolves. But Ashley Kaufman, her power has really picked up in this set. Too much power there, but she's really hitting it pretty hard on this side of the court.
And just like that, Sonoma State 2 points away from taking this second set. And that one hit right into the net. So service error by Slayton, but she served incredibly well during that run for Sonoma State.
4 service errors for each team now in the match. Central needing lots of points here. Ooh, not going to get it on that one.
And Emily Eaton is on fire. That is her, if you look at it, that is her 6th kill of the match.
Sonoma State University really putting the hurt on Central right now in this second set. A 4-1 run here. Before the timeout, they're on a 9-4 run. I believe the math in my head is correct. About 13-5 run. Maybe I'm doing too much math there, but I'm pretty sure something like that. Sonoma State on a big run here.
And Central definitely controlled the first set, but it's been all Sonoma State here in the second.
And this is really, in my opinion, the best set we've seen this weekend from the Seawolves.
Without a doubt. As Hobbs puts it away. And honestly, this is probably the most one-sided set we've seen of any team do this whole entire weekend.
Yeah, the biggest deficit or the biggest margin of victory we've seen all weekend, yeah.
And Sonoma State takes it 25-15, and we are tied here 1 set apiece. When we come back, the third set, this is a 2021 WWU Invitational. And welcome back to WECU Court for the 2021 WWU Invitational. Sonoma State takes the second set 25-15 to tie it at 1 set apiece. We have Ben Bagley here with the stats. Ben, take it away.
Sonoma State really turning it around here in the second set. The best set they've played all weekend. In the first set, they had 7 attacking errors and hit just .061. They've hit under 100 in every match so far. In the second set, just 3 attacking errors, 15 kills. As a team, they hit .364. That's their highest hitting percentage in any set so far this weekend. 66 side-out percentage. Of course, that means that they scored on 66% of the serves they received from Central, 10 of 15, turning that around from 43% in the first set. So the Seawolves just returning it better, attacking more efficiently with fewer errors. We've commented that they've been a little bit sloppy, a little bit out of sync through the first however many sets they played. I believe that was their 9th set of the weekend. This was really the best one, most put together, strongest offense in Central. They're going to need to put something together of their own. The Sonoma State looked very strong in that last set.
And Kaufman serves to start this third set. And Treffin puts it away. I believe that was Amy Treffin on the kill. And Sonoma State is up 1-0 early.
Treffin to Treffin on that one. Jennifer to Amy. Amy with her 3rd kill. Jennifer with her 11th assist.
And a service error for Sonoma State. We're tied here at 1.
Treffin with the service error there, her first service error of the match. The 5th overall for the Seawolves. Quickly tied up 1-1.
And serving is Skipworth for Central. And again, the timing play, but at that point, Skipworth read it. That one is put away by Richardson. So Central Washington read that one. That quick set in attack by Sonoma State, Remsburg and Skipworth. But in the end, Richardson put it away, and Sonoma State is up 2-1.
Richardson's 3rd kill.
And what we saw yesterday against Western in the 7:30 match is that Richardson kind of started out a little slow, and then she came on late, especially in sets 3 and 4. So that is something Central Washington has to watch out for.
That one was by Ashley Kaufman. Remember, if I mentioned it earlier, 280 kills back in the full season of 2019, 2.5 per set. She has 5 here in this match.
And when you're putting in 7 or 8 kills per match, that when it only goes, I guess, 3 sets is even more if it goes 4 sets and even more if it goes 5 sets. That's incredibly good for your team to have that consistent production as Central Washington is up 3-2.
Yamashita also got that last kill for Central. It's 4th. She's hitting 500.
And Payne on the attack, and that's deflected and in. So Marianna Payne with the point, 4-2. Wildcats lead. And that looks like that is her 8th kill of the match.
Tia Andaya with her 12th assist. Andaya took more of an attacking role in their previous game. This one playing more of a setter position.
And that was a great serve by Andaya and great timing by Payne. Payne now has 9 kills. And even though Andaya will not get credited for the ace on that serve, it definitely set it up.
Yeah, back-to-back kills by Marianna Payne. The middle blocker playing the net very well. Tia Andaya on the serve.
Another knuckle serve for Andaya. Jackson on the attack. And that's a great dig by Kaufman. Andaya to the give and go. That is dug out by Treffin. Back to the other Treffin, and Jackson is going to put it away. So Jennifer Treffin with the assist to Jackson, and Jackson now has 4 kills on the match. And Central Washington is up 5-3.
Jennifer Treffin with her 13th assist. Treffin was 2nd in the team in assists last season. She was top 5 in 5 separate categories. So great offensively, defensively, serving. She does it all.
And Slayton sends it long. So to the relief of Central Washington, because Slayton has been serving it well all match long. Her first serve attempt of this set goes long, and so Central Washington is up 6-3, and Erickson's going to serve.
That was Brianna Slayton's 4th service error, but she has been serving a lot better than the stats would suggest.
The hard part about those stats is it doesn't show that she has also had a ton of attempts as well.
Yes.
So even though there are service errors that go along with it, those are maybe how they end, how those rallies end.
That last point there for the Seawolves. Once again, Jessie Hobbs from Brianna Slayton. Sonoma State working with 2 separate setters. Brianna Slayton has 13 assists. Jennifer Treffin has 13 assists as well. Central employing a similar strategy. Sydney Remsburg, the main center, with 10 assists. Tia Andaya, more of a flex player. She has 12 assists.
And it looks like she has another assist to her credit, as Payne is now in double digits. She now has 10 kills, and Andaya, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ben, but she now has 13 assists to her credit.
13 assists for Andaya. Marianna Payne having a very strong offensive game. 10 kills, hitting .333.
Anna Stiers with the good serve. That was a good attack by Treffin. But Kaufman tries to find the corner. She might be able to get this kill, and she does. So Central Washington coming out of this 3rd set in control, doubling up Sonoma State 8-4, and Stiers is going to serve again.
We'll wait for the stats to update here. But before that last kill, Central was hitting .714 in the set.
And that is good effort by Erickson and Stiers. But Sonoma State is going to come across with the point, and they're going to serve here. Emily Eaton is going to serve for the Seawolves.
Really good offense from both teams. 0 attacking errors combined here in the 3rd set. The Seawolves are hitting .556 as a team with 5 kills. Wildcats hitting .750 with 6 kills.
That one is deflected. Tapped over by Hobbs, and we just talked about this, Ben, earlier. Fantastic timing. It looked like Hobbs maybe mishit that ball, but nonetheless was able to get it through, have it touch down, and Sonoma State with 2 straight points. They're now down 2.
Yeah, sometimes the missed hit can actually work to your advantage. If you confuse yourself, you're probably confusing the defense too. That time it snuck over.
And Kaufman gets it blocked right back. Amy Treffin, the redshirt junior, outside hitter with the block. That was a solo block. That was a one-on-one block. And right now, Emily Eaton's going to serve Sonoma State on a 3-0 run.
Amy Treffin getting big and strong there. The first attack error by either team here in this 3rd set.
And a service error by Eaton as Remsburg comes in the game for Payne, and Remsburg is going to serve. Central Washington up by 2.
7 service errors now for Sonoma State in the match. 4 for Central Washington. Seawolves have 4 aces. Wildcats have 2.
And Remsburg, the midway serve, just gets it over the net. And that's a great serve as it is dug right back over the net as Szymanski puts it away. So Remsburg set it up with a great serve. Szymanski put it away. And Remsburg is going to serve once more, and that's 2 straight points for the Wildcats, up 10-7.
So Szymanski and Yamashita now, each only with 6 total attacks, but both with 4 kills, hitting .500.
And that knuckles over. On the attack, Richardson doesn't get it to go. That is good hustle by Remsburg. Blocked back by Treffin. Remsburg over to Szymanski, and another kill by Szymanski. Wildcats are up 11-7, and Szymanski on the day with 5 kills.
Yeah, back-to-back kills now by Leanna Szymanski, both from Sydney Remsburg. Szymanski now with 5 kills, hitting .571.
And Remsburg with another good serve. That one goes way up in the air. In the game now, Angel Gamboa and Richardson on the attack, but Stiers right there to dig it out. Remsburg over to Szymanski, and that is 3 straight kills for the 5th-year senior, showing her leadership, stepping up when they need it. And Sonoma State is going to call a timeout to talk things over. We're in the 3rd set here, tied 1 set apiece. Central Washington up 12-7. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the 2021 WWU Invitational here at WECU Court. We're in day number 2, match number 2. Central Washington leads Sonoma State in the third set, 12-7. Remsburg with a great serve. Sorry about that, Ben, but Remsburg with a fantastic ace, and Central Washington now leads 13-7.
I should have given the respect to Sydney Remsburg. I tried to talk over her ace. That's now 5 straight points for the Wildcats. They had a service error, 3 kills by Liana Szymanski, and a service ace from Sydney Remsburg.
And another good serve by Remsburg. She's been serving it well during this run, but Jessie Hobbs gets the point here. Sonoma State now up. Actually, check that. They're now down by 5.
There's a good attack from Jessie Hobbs. Her 10th kill. Second player in the match to reach double-digit kills. Marianna Payne for the Wildcats have 10 as well. Brianna Slayton on that assist. She has 16. Jen Treffin for the Seawolves has 13 assists.
And Szymanski goes for another kill, and she might be able to get it, but it looks like Hallman just has to set it over. And Kaufman with a ton of power, and Ben, you had mentioned it earlier, her power has gotten, I guess she's gotten more and more power as the match has gone on, and right there, she used it to her advantage. Blockers right there, but she hits it right through. Central up by 6.
Yeah, Kaufman picking it up here. She leads the team with 26 total attacks in this game. Just got her 7th kill. She also has 9 digs, playing with a lot of power in the outside hitter position.
Gamboa picks up that serve. And I was going to say that one looked like it hit the ground. And the only reason I say that is because Stiers didn't actually put out her hand, the pancake. She actually had it in a fist. So point Sonoma State. They're now down by 5. And Amy Treffin is going to serve for Sonoma State. And that was a good serve as it knuckled over and died. And Andaya goes for her attack, and she gets it. She now has 3 kills on the match as Stiers comes out. Skipworth comes back in for Central Washington, and she's going to serve. Szymanski takes a seat.
Tia Andaya finally finding her rhythm, getting her 3rd kill. Both offenses here playing very well. Central hitting 588, Sonoma State hitting 571.
And Skipworth with a great serve as they have to hit it right back. Yamashita tries to tap it over, and Richardson smacks it. And are they asking for, I'm not exactly sure what's going on, if they're asking for the deflection, but there is no deflection on that play. Central Washington up 16-9. Another attack by Richardson, and Central Washington is doing a great job of controlling Richardson in this match. As Jackson goes for the attack, dug out by Kaufman. Remsburg over to Yamashita. Looks like she almost mistimed her jump. Almost looked like she jumped off the wrong foot even, but she still gets the kill. And Central Washington is up 17-9, and we're going to go to another break. 17-9, Wildcats lead the Seawolves in the 3rd set, and we're tied 1 set apiece. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the 2021 WWU Invitational here at WECU Court in Bellingham, Washington. Sonoma State taking on Central Washington University. Central Washington up in the third set, 17-9. We are tied 1 set apiece. Sonoma State calling a timeout here. Talk things over, but coming out of the timeout, Central Washington gets the point. Brooklyn Jackson hits it long. Attack error by Jackson. And Central Washington now doubles Sonoma State 18-9.
10-2 run for the Wildcats here.
And Skipworth serves again for Central Washington, and Remsburg. Fantastic dig on the play. Kaufman on the power. Well defended by Sonoma State. And that one almost hit me, and I was almost ready, but if you look at my hands, my face is totally open. I saw my life flash before my eyes, and I can't say that's the first time that has happened while calling volleyball.
If you're a fan if you're a fan or a spectator, anybody at a volleyball game, you gotta keep your head on a swivel.
I might start wearing one of those old hockey goalie masks
there you go.
From the 70s. Jackson on the attack. And that one is dug out by Kaufman, goes way up in the air, almost hits the ceiling. And Ndaya almost finds the middle of the court. And that one tapped over by Hallman. Stiers over to Ndaya. And again, dug out by Treffin. A little bit of miscommunication, and a great job by Remsburg to notice what happened on that play, because it was an accidental double hit, which is legal, but then Remsburg has to hit it over for the third hit, and Central Washington comes across, and they get the point. Fantastic rally by both teams. Wildcats up 19-10.
Blocked there by Kylie Yamashita and Mackenzie Bork. 5 total blocks for the Wildcats in this game. Borek and Yamashita have each assisted on 4 blocks.
And Ndaya with another ace to her credit. And Ben, how many aces is that for her on the day?
3 service aces for Tia Ndaya. She also does have 2 service errors. 3 kills, 13 assists, and Ndaya will serve again.
Ndaya with the good serve as that one goes into the net. So you take the good with the bad.
3 ace, 3 errors, service errors, I should say, for Tia Ndaya. Central in this third set, 12 kills, 1 attack error, 2 aces, hitting .440.
Wildcats up 22-11. Slayton serving it again. And fortunately for Central Washington, that one hit the net. That one was coming in hot. Slayton over the Eaton. And Emily Eaton's attack gets sent back by Yamashita or Bork. I'm not sure. They may have been both.
Both.
And they're going to credit both of them. Central Washington up 21-11. And Erickson is back in the match for Bork. And she is going to serve.
Yamashita and Borek. They had a block, then an ace, then an error, and then another block by those 2. 6 total blocks now in the game for Central, 2 in the set.
And Erickson knuckles it over right near the net. And Eaton just has to set it over. Ndaya over the Yamashita, and that one is dug out by Slayton, but I think it might go out of bounds. But Kaufman plays it safe and hits it over. The rally continues. Erickson tries to go for the corner, but that is out.
Good
Eaton
agility.
goes for the corner, and Central Washington up 22-11.
I was going to say, good agility by the line judge. That's Angela Oakes. Did a nice job getting out of the way.
And these volleyball officials go all around the state here doing tournaments. We usually see around the same people doing these matches. And somehow, some way, Emily Eaton gets it over the net, and Sonoma State is down by 10 now. So, Ben, we've talked about this a lot today, maybe even yesterday, and actually just in volleyball matches in the past. Sometimes it's important to at least bring some momentum into the next set, even if you don't win it, and that's what Sonoma State needs to do in order to get that momentum going into the 4th set. As Payne puts it away, up 23-12.
Marianna Payne with 11 kills now hitting .333. She leads all players. With 11 kills.
Hannah Stiers here. And that one goes out. But it's deflected, so Sonoma State gets the point. Central Washington up 23-13.
Central will, of course, recap their stats at the end of this set. Playing very well, very efficient. So far, just one attack error. That last one was a kill by Emily Eaton, assist from Brianna Slayton.
And Eaton is serving here. A little bit of miscommunication. And Daya, great hustle, but that's going to be 4 hits here. So 2 straight points by Sonoma State. They now trail by 9. And Ben, in a perfect scenario for Sonoma State, you come back and score 11 straight points to win this set. But theoretically, a more realistic thing is to try to get some momentum going into the 4th set, just like I mentioned earlier. 2 straight points by Sonoma State, and Eaton is going to serve.
The best thing to do here if you're Sonoma State, just prove to yourself you can get some points. No clock in volleyball. Just get every point you can.
But Kaufman puts it away. Fantastic power by Kaufman, the sophomore from Hayden, Idaho, Lake City High School. And Central Washington at set point as Remsburg is going to serve.
Ashley Kaufman on that last one. 8th kill was a big one. Set point.
Slayton over the Hobbs, and that's blocked.
Nice.
And that looks like that was blocked by Szymanski and Kaufman. And that's how this set is going to end. 3rd set, all Wildcats. They win 25-14. They're up 2-1. When we come back, set number 4. We're at the 2021 WWU Invitational. And welcome back to the 2021 WWU Invitational here at WECU Court in Bellingham, Washington. Central Washington took that 3rd set, 25-14. They now lead 2-1. We're going to go to Ben Bagley for some stats. Ben, take it away.
Central hit very, very well in that 3rd set. 14 kills, which is a match high. 1 attacking error, which is a match low. They hit 406, side out percentage of 78%. It scored a point on 11 of Sonoma State's 14 serves. And for the Seawolves, there was at one point in the match that both of these teams were hitting over 500 as a team. Central held on to that. They finished with hitting 406. Sonoma State in that 3rd set fell to hitting 152. started off strong, fell off. We mentioned that second set, Sonoma State won by 10. That was the largest point differential we had seen in any set so far this weekend. That was 10, but then in set 3, Central Washington actually won by 11. So after being victims of the largest deficit, they then earned the largest set victory. So Central leading 2-1 here. Could potentially win this match here with a victory in the set. Sonoma State looking to force a 5th.
And Jennifer Treffin, sorry about that, Ben, is going to serve here. That's a good serve to start.
Great serve.
Sets it over. And Richardson with the kill, and Sonoma State up 1-0.
Going to say before that point, we've seen one team dominate every set. Central Washington looked really strong in set number 1. Sonoma State looked dominant in set number 2. Central in that last set really took over. We'll see if it will be same, if one team dominates or if we get a closer set.
Tapped over. Kaufman almost runs into the other side of the court. I don't know what happened there by Hallman. She hit it with like her shoulder. But Szymanski tries to go long, and they're going to ask for the deflection, and they're going to get it. And it seems to me like every single time someone hits something long here, they look at the officials and rub their fingers together, showing a potential deflection. Now, sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't, but it's usually asked by either team on the attack. That time, Central Washington got the call in their favor. And on the attack, Richardson almost puts it away. Stiers, good hustle by Kaufman, and Remsburg lives another day here. And a great sister combination there, Treffin to Treffin. As you got Jennifer Treffin to Amy Treffin for the kill. Sonoma State up 2-1.
Very clever kill there by Amy Treffin. Not power, just going up, slamming down. And a substitution here. Amy Treffin coming out. Number 24, Angel Gamboa going in. The only reason I mentioned that, Amy Treffin is 6'4". Angel Gamboa is 5'2". Bit of a height differential in that substitution.
And that's what makes volleyball so great, is both of those athletes can play at a high level. Definitely different positions, but on the same team. That is a great dig by Bema. And Richardson on the attack as that goes wide. We're tied here at 2 as Yamashita comes in for Hannah Stiers.
Kiana Richardson with her 6th attack error of the game. 4 kills, 6 attack errors. In that game against Western last night, Kiana Richardson had 17 kills and 12 attack errors.
And what made Richardson so dominant was how she played later in the match yesterday, but she has not been able to get it going today. Yamashita. And it looks like that's going to be a point to Central, and we're going to see on the stats what exactly happened on that play. Looks like that was a block error by Hallman. She may have touched a net.
Leilani Hallman. She does have 4 kills to her name and 2 blocks, a block error there.
Skipworth now serving for Central. And Richardson bounces back. She finds the back line. Great placement by Richardson. And some more subs on the court for Central Washington and Sonoma State. As Richardson's going to serve for Sonoma State after that kill, but Bork is also in the match as well, and a service error by Richardson, and Central Washington is up 4-3.
You mentioned Kiana Richardson came on strong in the game yesterday. She just had a kill and a service error. Richardson now, her first service error. She also has 6 attacking errors.
And Jackson on the attack, but Payne on her own attack. Bema over to Treffin, and a little behind here, but Payne on the attack, and she gets it. Marianna Payne, 12 kills on the match here in set number 4, and Central is up 5-3.
Marianna Payne now 30 kills over her first 2 games of this season. She had 17 yesterday against the MSU Denver Roadrunners, 13 here in this one. Of course, averaging 15 now per match.
And now serving again, Tia Indaya. Good serve again by Indaya. As Jackson goes for the attack, but it looks like Yamashita was right there. Payne was also there. And sometimes when you can't tell, you look at the reactions of the players. And on that one, everyone was slapping 5s with Yamashita. And it is 6-3 Central with the lead. Another timing play, but Yamashita read that one like a book. She blocked it, went right back. My goodness, Ben, that was fantastic.
Yeah, that was a fast attack attempt by Leilani Hallman from Jennifer Treffin. Kylie Yamashita getting her 2nd block in a row. 9 total blocks for the Wildcats.
An unfortunate service error by Indaya, but going back to Yamashita on that one, Central Washington has seen Sonoma State do that all day long, but that was the first time that not only did they block it, but they blocked it right back for a point.
The last one was a service error on Tia Indaya, her 4th of the match.
And Slayton is the one that served here. And I'm not sure what exactly happened here again.
We're going to get a ball handling error on the Seawolves, or excuse me, a block error by Jessie Hobbs.
And I believe what happened on that play is that she went to block it, but set her foot on the other side of the court. Again, not for sure, but I believe that's what happened, as Erickson is going to serve here. Eaton goes for the attack, and that is blocked back. Payne and Yamashita. Good placement, and yet it goes out of bounds. Eaton tried to find the other side of the court, which was wide open, but just put too much on it. And Central Washington, Ben, is up 9-4 here in this 4th set.
We mentioned there's one team has dominated every set. We're going to see who it is in this one. So far, it's Central.
And Hobbs goes for the attack. And that one is blocked.
Yeah, so far, it's been Central, and so far, it's been Carly Yamashita. Her 3rd block of the set. She has 1 solo block. She has 7 block assists. Central leading by 6, 10-4. Potential to take this match. Sonoma State is going to call a timeout. Take a quick break. We'll be right back in 1 minute.
And welcome back to the 2021 WWU Invitational here at WECU Court in Bellingham, Washington. Match number 2 and day number 2. We have Sonoma State facing off against Central Washington. Central Washington up now 11-4. Sonoma State called a timeout. Central Washington also up 2-1. So they're trying to finish this set.
An 8-1 run right now by Central. It was tied at 3-3. Central's taken over.
And Central Washington, if they win this set, they win the match. Sonoma State trying to come back here. to force a 5th set. And so far in this tournament, out of 4 matches, 2 of them have gone 5 sets.
Sonoma State, in that second set that they won, they had 15 kills, the most of any set, just 3 attack errors. They hit 364. In every other set, they have not been able to duplicate those numbers. They have a negative hitting percentage here in this one. 3 kills, 6 attack errors already.
And Yamashita, and she is having a fantastic set. Great match altogether, but she's really dominating this set. And Central Washington is up 13-4.
Yeah, Carly Yamashita has assisted on 3 blocks already in this set, getting a kill there. 7 kills for her, 13 total attacks. She's hitting 462.
And Erickson is serving again for the Wildcats as Eaton gets it through, but another good hustle attempt. Hopefully Payne is okay. She's getting up. She looks like she's fine. Back in the action. And she gets the dig after being on the ground outside. And that is good hustle by Central Washington as that one goes long. And Ben, that type of hustle is sometimes rewarded with a point. Sometimes you think, why would you go for that hustle if they're just going to hit it right back at them? They showed exactly why they hustle, and every point matters.
You love players like that. You love hustle players, never giving up on a play. This Central team is full of a lot of scrappy defenders.
And unfortunately, for Central Washington, I believe that was deflected, and Sonoma State gets the point. So everything I just
was
said.
It really? It was.
Still good hustle, don't get me wrong, but Sonoma State ends up coming out with the point and in a double hit by Ndaya. So my rant didn't really make sense for what exactly happened, but with that being said, all these athletes know that you could go for a point with the hustle and it'll come back around. Payne, that hustle paid off on that play. She got the kill, and Central is up 14-6.
Now, I believe the official score should be 13-6. On your scoreboard right now, it might say 14-6, but in the official stats program right now, it is 13-6. Might have been a scoring mix-up. I think the official scorekeeper might have thought that that last one that we thought was a Central point actually went to Sonoma State. Not sure they took that point for Central off the scoreboard. We'll see if there is any change. All right, officially in the official stats program, Central now has 14 points. 14-6 is our correct score. That last kill was by Marianna Payne.
And Stiers with the serve, but that one looks like that was deflected and out of bounds. So Sonoma State is still down by 7, trying to get a little bit of momentum.
Now, head coach Bear Grassel for Sonoma State is not happy about something. He's chatting with the referees. Okay, they're either laughing or he's not happy. Maybe a little bit of both. A 7-point lead for Central regardless.
You know, I'm not really sure. You know, he has talked to all the other coaches this weekend, and I get the opinion that he's a really funny guy in general,
Sure.
So we cannot tell if that was something that he was joking with the referee, because the referee is also laughing.
I feel like if you're a head coach for 20 seasons, you have a pretty good rapport with most of your opponents.
100%. And I'm sure that Coach Ndaya knows Coach Grassel throughout the years. They've both been coaching for a very long time, as well as Diane Flick-Williams.
Yeah, 26 seasons for Mario Ndaya, 23 for Western's head coach Diane Flick-Williams, 20 for head coach Bear Grassel of Sonoma State. That's one of the beautiful things, in my opinion, about Division II sports is coaches have the opportunity to stay around for so long. In these big Division I programs, like you watch college football, there's so much money in it that these head coaches have such a short leash and you can't really develop a program. But these Division II programs, you get coaches can stay a lot longer. There's less pressure on the coach just because there isn't as much money in it. So you can see coaches have 20-year spans, 25 years, really develop a culture, really develop a program, and that's one of the beautiful things I love about this level of competitive sports.
But also what comes along with it is the success.
Oh, of course.
And if a coach is successful, they will stay around, and they have stayed around. And that's what you see in those 3 programs. Central Washington, Western Washington, Sonoma State, Metro State their coach has only been there for 6 years, Jenny Glenn. But
Jenny Glenn will be there for a while, let me tell you. She's a great coach so far.
All the coaches in this tournament, fantastic in their own right. Hope for Chaminade. And on that, block by Bork. And Central Washington again in control of this fourth set, Ben. 7 points away from taking this match. And they have all the momentum again.
11 total blocks for Central. Sonoma State has been out-blocked in every match so far. It's being reflected on the scoreboard. They'll get one back there.
Amy Treffin on the attack. Gets it blocked, but goes out of bounds. So Sonoma State now down by 9. But Central Washington again into driver's seat.
Seawolves just 7 kills in this set, 9 attack errors, negative hitting percentage.
And Ndaya gets the kill. That's her 4th kill to go along with 3 aces. And Ben, how many assists does she have?
She has 20 assists, 3 aces, 8 digs, 4 kills. We saw her get a triple-double yesterday. She has 20 kills. Sydney Remsburg has 19 for the Wildcats. So the setting duties split mostly evenly. Tia Ndaya is going to be a really fun player to watch in the GNAC this year.
And that is something you don't really see from Western. Usually you see one setter responsible for pretty much all the assists. But these two teams have been trying to kind of combine a couple of them into that role.
I was going to say, both teams have been doing that. For Central, Ndaya has 20 assists, Remsburg has 19. For the Seawolves, Treffin has 18 assists, Slayton has 21.
That is incredibly even.
Yeah.
As Yamashita hits it into the net for the attack error, and Sonoma State now down by 8.
Yamashita with 7 kills for the Wildcats. Szymanski with 7 as well. Kaufman with 8. Marianna Payne with 15.
But going back to the Western point, it's not too far-fetched to see Malia Aliaga with 40 assists at the end of a match. But it doesn't matter how many people have it, it's just getting those assists. So if it's between 1 person, 2 people, 3 people, it doesn't matter, because the more assists you have, the more points you have. Do you like my basic way of that? If you score more points than the other team, then you win the match.
That's a pretty simple way to put it, yes.
Jackson on the attack. Kaufman on the attack as well. Eaton with the block. And I think that was Bork, but Yamashita was also there. Central up 20-12.
They'll both get credit for that one. One of the funny things, in my opinion, about volleyball is that if 2 players go up for the block, even if only one makes contact with it, both of them get credit for a block assist. So if 2 players jump at all and there's a block, they both get credit for it.
And that one hit back by Payne. So Sonoma State now down by 7. And Sonoma State, after this match, will take on Chaminade at 5 p.m. Chaminade coming off of a 5-set victory over the 11th-ranked Metro State University Denver Roadrunners earlier today. So Sonoma State has their work cut out for them in this one. Both unranked, but Chaminade with the momentum as Payne hits it wide. And now Sonoma State is only down by 6.
And this has been a tough schedule for Sonoma State in this invitational. They had to square off against MSU Denver last night, ranked number 11 in the country, and Western Washington, ranked number 14 in the country. They're playing Central right now, who has received top 25 votes. Chaminade has also received top 25 votes. So this is really stiff competition for the Seawolf squad.
And even though a couple of the sets have been dominated by Central Washington, Sonoma State has done a great job of staying in this match. It doesn't matter how you get to that 5th set, and that's what Sonoma State is trying to do here. Come back from behind, and Central was in control of this whole entire set, but now the Seawolves are only down 5. And a good deflection by Central Washington taking advantage. They're up 6 now, and Erickson's in the game for Bork.
Marianna Payne now with 16 kills, hitting .375. Just 4 attack errors for her. She has been great. 17 kills in the game yesterday, 16 today.
And today's the last day you'll see Sonoma State and Metro State Denver, as they came yesterday for a couple matches. Today they will play a couple matches at the end of the day. Sonoma State will play Chaminade at 5 p.m. and then followed at 7:30 p.m. by Metro State versus Western Washington. But before that one, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. This one is not over. Sonoma State only down by 4 now.
Emily Eaton with a kill, followed up by a block. Back-to-back points from Eaton. It's a 4-point game.
And an unfortunate service error by Jackson. 22-17 Central leads. And before that service error, Sonoma State was on a 9-3 run. I guess it's now a 9-4 run. But Stiers with the serve. That one blocked. Actually, check that tug out. Eaton with the placement, and she gets it. So Sonoma State trying to force a 5th set here.
Emily Eaton on that one. Her last 2 kills have put her in first place on the team in the match. She has 12 kills. Hobbs has 11. Last assist from Brianna Slayton. And we're going to wipe up a wet spot. Put that towel away.
And Riley Bama on the serve. Served for the corner, set by Stiers. And Richardson on the attack, and that one is blocked, but good hustle by Jackson, but that's how this point is going to end. Central Washington now 2 points away from taking this match. The second match of the day here in this invitational here at Western Washington University. Remsburg looking to serve, midway serve.
6 blocks in the set here for Central, closing it out strong.
Dumped over by Slayton. Kaufman places it, and that's deflected, and good play by Slayton, realizing she deflected it, making it 3 hits. And on the attack, Richardson taps it over, and she gets it. 23-19. So Sonoma State needing to go on a run here to extend this match. But at one point, Central Washington was in the lead by 10, 18-8. Sonoma State making things interesting, and that's what we've seen all weekend, Ben. We've seen interesting sets, especially at the end of the match. Treffin with the serve. Cross court to Kaufman, and she puts it away.
Hello, Ashley Kaufman.
That had extreme power, and she's going to serve.
Kaufman's 9th kill of the match, 14 digs.
And it's always fun to see the person that is responsible for that kill be the next person to serve.
Match point here for Central Washington, 24-19, Central leading 2-1.
And on the attack, and that one goes out. So Sonoma State still alive. Richardson with the kill. Going to go for a substitution here. Treffin out of the match. And it looks like Riley Bama is back in, playing a little bit more defensive here. And that's where it varies in volleyball. And that's how this match is going to end. Tia Ndaya, her 5th kill of the match. And Central Washington wins in 4 sets. And this last set they win 25-20. So Ben, if you are ready and available, let's go over some stats from the match.
Central in this one hit 246 as a squad. Sonoma hit 149, their first match of this young season, hitting over 100. They certainly picked up their game. They actually had more kills than the Wildcats did. They had 27 attack errors compared to Central's 15. Central also had 13 total blocks, Sonoma State with just 5. Looking at the victorious Central Washington Wildcats, leading the way was Marianna Payne. 16 kills, hitting .375. Kaufman had 9 kills, Szymanski and Yamashita each with 7. Andaya and Remsburg each had 21 assists, and Hannah Stiers, the libero, 23 digs. And for Sonoma State, as they picked up their second set victory, they've now lost 3-0, 3-1, 3-1 here in the Invitational. Leading the way was Eaton with 12 kills. Hobbs had 11. Brianna Slayton, 24 assists. Jennifer Treffin, 21. And Bama led the way with 15 digs. Quick summary of the match. Central won set number 1, 25-18. Sonoma State took the second, 25-15. Central took the third, 25-14. And the fourth, 25-20. So Sonoma State falls to 0-3. Central improves to 1-1.
And join us at 5 p.m. as Chaminade will take on Sonoma State, who just lost to Central Washington in 4 sets. I'm Sean Church alongside Ben Bagley.